So this video is for you if you're feeling like things are a bit out of control. I know it's not a good feeling. Been there, done that. I wanted to have a clean and tidy home, wanted to get organized, be getting things done. And as I've said before, you know, when you're tired and overwhelmed, you just can't think straight. And I would say, you know, well, if you tell me what to do, I can do it. And this is what today's video is all about. I have put together a little plan for you. I've done the thinking, I've done the groundwork, simple ideas to get your house clean. We're getting things done and also putting in a bit of self-care. So if you are tired of being tired, ready for a change, let's dive in. Diane and Denmark here, rah rah rah. I am a routines coach and your online cheerleader, your online motivator. Going to get straight into it. We've got three things for our plan. We've got housekeeping, we are getting things done, and self-care. So first up for the housekeeping, I teach the FlyLady system, which I've said before, hands down the best system for housekeeping that is. It's simple, doable. Next week, for those of you who have been doing FlyLady with me for a long time, for our detailed cleaning, detailed decluttering, we are moving into 2 zones. It's a kind of crossover of months. So we're a couple of days in zone 1, which is the entryway to the house, the dining room, the hall. Second zone for next week is zone 2, which is the kitchen. And I know some of you kind of fret about that being in 2 zones. What I'm about to say next will make a lot of sense. Most of the areas that we're covering in zone 1 actually is covered by your weekly upkeep clean. So we don't need too much time in there. And for those of you who are new to housekeeping, having some kind of system, where you start is to have a 1-hour weekly upkeep clean. Now you can do the tasks, I'll put up the wee graphic. You can do the tasks all in one go. You can spread them over the days of the week. Get the family helping, get them to do one of the tasks. We're not cleaning the whole house. It's a weekly upkeep clean that's just going to make the place feel fresh. 10 minutes on each task. Don't do more than that. I always use a timer because it helps us to get going. And that is absolutely the place to start. When you're feeling overwhelmed, that 1-hour weekly upkeep clean. And if you like body doubling videos where I am walking you through it and showing you what I do for cleaning and decluttering, I'll put a link to a playlist that I have. It covers all the FlyLady zones. I've also got individual areas if you want to work on the bedroom or work on the kitchen. But again, just a wee word not to do binge cleaning. Everything in balance, okay? That was housekeeping, number 1. Moving on to number 2 of our plan, getting things done. Now, when you're tired and overwhelmed, first thing you do is grab a notebook, a pen, get everything out of your head. Just everything down onto paper, because that way it's not so scary. We can't be walking around with all these thoughts in our head. I've got a whole video series if you want to go into the getting things done method. I will link to that. But the main thing is that you get everything out of your head and any dates into your diary. Look in your diary. What's coming up next week? Do you have any events that you're attending? Is there anything that you need to buy for those events? Cards, gifts, get your outfits ready. And for all of those life admin things, FlyLady system, we've got the daily focus ideas. It's themes for the days of the week. Again, you can do all the things on one day, you can spread them over the week, change it from week to week. The main thing is that we just have that idea so we're not forgetting stuff. Okay, so we've got our housekeeping, number 1. We're getting things done, productivity, number 2. Number 3 is the self-care. And I know that a lot of you think the self-care has to take a lot of time or involve money. And I know a lot of you have seen changes the last couple of weeks when I suggest the self-care. Something as simple as having your favorite coffee from a mug that used to belong to your mum. So I've got I've got 4 self-care ideas for you. Let me know in the comments which one of those appeals or something completely different. Give us, let's inspire each other. So for number 1, and these are kind of FlyLady zone related. Some of them are related to zone 2, the kitchen. Number 1 of the self-care, try a new food, maybe a new vegetable that you've seen in the supermarket. Well, when I was in the supermarket in Sweden, we've got a Swedish cabin. It's like 1 hour's drive from here to our Swedish cabin on the south coast of Sweden. I saw these Swedish pepparkakor, which we love pepparkakor. And I just thought it was funny because they're Moomin. They've got Moomin on the packet. Do you know Moomin? And I said to my husband, you don't think they're made from Moomins, are they? Moomin flavour. But anyway, look out for something different, a new vegetable, a new fruit that you haven't tried. Number 2 of self-care is to eat your lunch or dinner somewhere different. Maybe you always eat in front of the TV and you want to set the dining table, eat there. Maybe you always eat lunch at your desk. Maybe you can go outside with your packed lunch at work. Maybe there's a bench outside. And on my lunch hour yesterday, I was down for a skinny dip in the sea with my friend Angela. And we both had a busy day. And we met for a quick lunch dip. And I had made some spiced lentil and vegetable soup. And some Danish smørrebrød, you know, the open sandwiches with cheese and chocolate. Did you see my video on Wednesday about Danish rye bread and chocolate? And we just had a nice lunch. Didn't take long, but it was just fun to have it when we were out dipping. Self-care mission number 3, should you choose to accept it, is to spend some time watching TV. Now, I know many of you think, well, that's a waste of time. I made the video about how to stop wasting your evenings, like bringing in an evening routine so that you can kind of get cleared up, so that you can enjoy your evening, that you can enjoy watching the TV. And in a minute, I'll give you some things that I watch, because I love at the end of the day, evening routine is done, sit back in my favourite chair and watch something cosy. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. And the last choice of self-care mission is to pay somebody a compliment. Now that could be saying something nice to somebody when you're at the supermarket this week, or maybe texting a friend and say, oh, you were thinking about that time you did something nice together. Just to pay somebody a compliment, because you know what? Those kind of things, it doesn't just make the other person feel good, it makes you feel good inside. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 or 4. And I really hope this plan works for you. As I said, it's 3 things: housekeeping, getting things done, self-care. And it's a bit like, you know, in meditation where you're trying to, you know, get all the thoughts out and your thoughts are all over the place. The plan, it just helps you to focus. It just brings you back into, okay, what do I need to do to make some change? And that's my wish for you. Right, and let's talk TV, because I love cozy crimes. I told you last week about the cozy crimes that I read. This is cozy crimes TV, cozy mysteries, and I'll put up a wee graphic of the ones that I enjoy. I was watching Vienna Blood a couple of weeks ago. I loved Marianne, which is a French TV program. I'm fluent in French. I also watch a lot of German cozy crimes, because little fun fact for you, here in Denmark we have a lot of German TV channels. We also have Swedish TV channels, some Norwegian TV channels. But I really loved Marianne. Oh, also there are new episodes out of Van der Valk. Do you remember Van der Valk, maybe from your childhood? You know, there's a modern version of Van der Valk. Love that one. But what kind of TV do you like to watch? We don't have any streaming services, so I kind of go through anything that is on Swedish television or Danish television. Oh, and if you are into podcasts, just a wee reminder that I was the inaugural guest on the Get Organised HQ podcast. They've got a new podcast out. I'll give you the link. The last time when I told you about it last week, it wasn't quite official. It's out officially now. I will give you the link. And if you listen to it, make sure to leave them a wee comment, a wee rating, because they've just started up with this. But we were talking about routines, and if the routine isn't working for you, how to change it up. And if you want to do one thing today which is going to change things for you, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will help you to get organised. I will help you to get motivated. That's what I'm here for. And I often get lots of questions saying that people, when they put in my video, then they feel like they're off and doing something. I wish you a fantastic weekend. We'll see you next week. We are going to be simplifying your laundry. It's too difficult, and when it's too difficult, then we kind of dig our heels in and it doesn't get done. So that was it for today. All I've got left to say is live long and prosper. May the hygge planning be with you, and I shall see you next week with a rah, rah, rah. Okay, bye for now.